Hello, friends, and welcome back to Level Up at 60. In the last episode, we talked about career pivots and transferable skills and how to translate what you already know into new opportunities without starting over or selling yourself short. Today, we're focusing on one of the most powerful and accessible paths for experienced professionals, especially for those who enjoy sharing knowledge and guiding others. Today's conversation is about adjunct teaching. If you've ever thought, I love explaining things, or people are always asking me how I do what I do, or even, I enjoy mentoring, but I don't want a full-time academic role, this episode is for you. Adjunct teaching allows you to educate, influence, and earn without giving up flexibility or control over your time. It's a role that values experience, perspective, and practical insight, and it can fit beautifully into a reinvention-focused life. Let's start by clearing up what adjunct teaching really is. Adjunct teaching is not traditional full-time academia. It's not about publishing research, sitting on committees, or climbing academic ranks. Adjunct roles are part-time, contract-based, and often skill-focused. Colleges and universities hire adjunct instructors to bring real-world experience into the classroom. They want students to learn not just theory, but application. They want someone who understands how things work outside of textbooks, and after decades of professional experience, that's exactly what you offer. Adjunct teaching exists across community colleges, universities, professional schools, continuing education programs, and online learning platforms. Courses range from business and healthcare to technology, communication, leadership, project management, and beyond. This role is about relevance, not prestige. Now let's talk about who makes a great adjunct, because this is where many people underestimate themselves. You do not need to be a lifelong academic. You don't need a PhD in most cases, and you don't need to sound scholarly or formal. Great adjuncts are clear communicators, organized thinkers, practical problem solvers, and supportive guides. If people already come to you for advice, explanations, mentoring, or clarity, teaching may be a natural extension of your strengths. If you enjoy breaking down complex ideas into understandable steps, that's teaching. If you like helping others build confidence, that's teaching. Adjunct teaching is not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most effective guide. Now let's talk about what schools actually look for, because clarity matters here. Most institutions focus on subject matter expertise, professional experience, clear communication, and reliability. They want instructors who show up prepared, meet deadlines, and engage students respectfully. Teaching credentials can help, but experience often carries equal weight, especially in applied or career-focused fields. What matters most is how well you frame your expertise and how clearly you show that you know your subject and can teach it. Your resume matters less than how you position your experience. Schools want to understand what you've done, how it connects to the course, and how students will benefit from learning from you. Now let's talk about getting started, because overwhelm is often the biggest barrier. The smartest way to begin adjunct teaching is small and strategic. You don't need to apply everywhere, rush the process, or figure everything out at once. Start by identifying courses that align closely with your background. Review adjunct postings to understand common requirements. Prepare a teaching-focused resume highlighting instruction, mentoring, presentations, training, and leadership. You'll also want a concise teaching statement. This isn't a philosophy paper. It's simply a short explanation of how you approach teaching and support learners. Strategic focus saves time and energy. One aligned application is more powerful than 10 scattered ones. Now let's talk about boundaries, because this is essential. Adjunct teaching works best when boundaries are clear from the beginning. You need to protect your time, your energy, and your availability. This role should support your life, not consume it. Teaching is about guiding learning, not carrying every student's burden. Healthy boundaries are not unkind, they are sustainable, And sustainability is what allows adjunct teaching to be fulfilling instead of exhausting. So let's pause for reflection. Ask yourself, what topics could I teach confidently? Who would benefit from what I know? And how much time do I realistically want to commit? Clarity here makes teaching sustainable, empowering, and enjoyable. Next week, we'll explore becoming a certified notary, a practical and flexible option that offers independence, structure, and income without long-term commitment. As you reflect on today's conversation, take note of what stayed with you. And remember, you don't need to have everything figured out right now. If you'd like to explore this topic more deeply, the guided reflections and worksheets for this episode are available inside the Level Up at 60 Season 1 workbook, created to support you as you move forward at your own pace. This episode also includes carefully curated resources to support your research and next steps. And if community feels like the next step, the Level Up Circle offers a welcoming monthly space for women approaching 60 and beyond who are ready to grow, connect, and rise together. Until then, keep leveling up. Your legacy is just beginning.